Welcome to your July 2019 Angel Tarot card reading. I am using Angel Tarot cards. I am using Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. And I'm also pulling a card from the Power Animal Oracle card deck. Just a quick reminder, these are general readings, so if you would like a personalized reading, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, or follow the links in the description box below. I'm being called to let's just go with the cards. Let's not try to do a introductory message. I've gotten a few conflicting messages, so I'm just going to see what the cards want to tell us for your July 2019 reading. Awesome. Archangel Gabriel, Awakening. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. Well, that's a great way to kick off the reading. That's probably not where I was going to start, so that's why we wanted the cards to start to kick us off, which is awesome. Yeah, and anytime we get to kick off a reading with an archangel, a major arcana card, and not only that, it's the archangel of messages, of communication. It's, really asking you to take a look at your plans, your current perspectives, your current viewpoints, and identify where you could potentially take a different approach. Where you could see things from another angle. And it can feel at this time like, and maybe what's going to prompt you to do that is that you're going to feel things kind of come to a halt and not really understand why, either in a personal or professional relationship. And if you can kind of stay out of the maybe step outside of the way you would normally respond or normally try to handle a situation or a person or an event, and try to do that with some slightly, maybe even eclectic attitude. Just something that's unique. I mean, you're unique and you've got a unique perspective. It's just possible at this time that it's kind of been buried a little bit with, the day-to-day grind, the, overarching responsibilities that we all have, the, the fresh perspective has kind of taken a back seat to the practical steps that you've been, kind of forced to align yourself with and forced to take in the recent months. And so, yeah, if you can kind of allow yourself to step outside of the current space that you're in and look at what's happening around you, it's very possible you'll get some epiphany of some kind, an unexpected life change, really getting super comfortable though, and really to let it settle into your bones, like, this is who I am. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. This is, and obviously staying open to, other ways of thinking and other opportunities for exploration, and all that stuff is great. I'm talking about, which is a big part of this card, but what I'm talking about in terms of being yourself, even being the person who says, yeah, sometimes I like to step outside of myself and find a new approach. And that's me. And maybe that's something that you've, like I said, buried a little bit with all the day-to-day obligations. So really, I'm getting the message pretty strong here. Sorry, that um, really being 1,000% yourself. I mean, that's really all you can do anyway. And other people are either going to appreciate it, acknowledge it, understand it, or not. You trying to navigate, maybe I can be somebody else in this instance and somebody else in this situation or somebody else for this relationship is not going to work long term. And, this card really wants you to awaken to all of the awesome parts of you and appreciate them. And 3, this 12 will reduce to the number 3, is a number associated with creativity, joy, childlike type play, finding that child within, finding those things again that really bring you joy, bring you the kind of creative play that kids have, where you're not set in a structured way to play, like, well, this is how I've always relaxed, and I bring this tool out or this, set of arts and crafts, or, this is what I always build, or this is the pottery I always do, or this is the painting I always, this is the music I always play. It can be all those things. Just look at it from a different perspective, and I think it will help shift and shake a little bit of the dust out of some of what's been holding you back in terms of things maybe going slower than you had anticipated, or maybe not being able to influence the way that you had hoped, and it kind of causing you to take a step back. So use the time to engage in a little bit more play. Use the time to have an appreciation for this new perspective that you have time to spend in it, instead of trying to spin your wheels, continuing to do the same thing, have the same approach, have the same conversation, have the same outlook on something that doesn't seem to be moving. King of Fire. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Okay, so yeah, in this kind of search or quest for this, newfound desire to kind of reinvent your creativity, there could be some people around you that serve as examples for that. Either in your immediate circle, or people that you know from work, or people in your family, a significant other, a partner, a collaborator. This person can be motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic, and that can be you in this case as well. Somebody who's, I feel like what this is about is you having the need to focus, and the circumstances around you are requiring focus, but that your opportunity to serve as inspiration for other people, and for you to be the voice of enthusiasm, the voice of, hey, let's look at this from another perspective. Let's look at this from a positive perspective. It can be really valuable. And then on the flip side of that, you could receive advice from people who excel at creative solutions, because they see that you're really trying to do that. that's what you're wanting to, that's how you're wanting to help. That's how you're wanting to serve. That's the type of service that you're trying to offer. That's the type of, that's how you're trying to make a difference in this situation, in this relationship. And I feel like this could also be this person coming in who's maybe a very focused individual who communicates really well. And I'm not going to say that they see you struggling, because that's not the right word. They just see your effort, and they see they see that you're ambitious because you're trying, and you could be at a crossroads. This could be the temporary standstill that the first card was giving us. It could be like you're hitting a bit of a roadblock with people. They're maybe not as collaborative with you. They're not as supportive as maybe you were hoping. And so someone or some people are going to see this natural born leader that you are, and that you've got this charm and you've got this potential for leadership. And this can be a person who's a leader in their own right. Could be the head of a business or organization. And they're like, wow, I see a lot in this person. I see a lot of me in this person. This is somebody I want to invest in. This is somebody I want to help give creative opportunities and outlets to, because I think they're going to take care of it. I think they're going to nurture this so that we can take things to the next level. And what you need to do is just be yourself. As this person or people are recognizing you and recognizing your innate abilities along with your effort. I mean, when you combine those, you're unstoppable. All you have to do now is just say, yeah, this is who I am, and I'm not going to be able to be 15 different people for you. I can be this one person, and people aren't going to like that all the time, and that's okay. And I think this other person that comes in is going to really appreciate, the professional side of you, or the theatrical side of you, whatever business that you're in, or the creative side, the idealistic side, the influential. I mean, whatever it is whatever business you're in, whatever relationship you're in, to me, this can also translate to, being in a romantic situation. Showing creative ways to repair a relationship, showing creative ways to rebuild something, take something to the next level. Show somebody that you're invested. So show somebody that you care. And other people are really going to respond to that. 9 of Earth, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So this to me is just a continuation of, although you've really been relying on yourself and your own wisdom and your own restraint, that has really paid off. And the work that you've done to get to this level, to this point, has given you opportunities to, maybe enjoy a few things, enjoying a few things that maybe in the past you would have considered to be, lesser than, or not as exciting, or not as, not as ideal for your situation. But what you're finding is that, no, I actually do enjoy my time with nature when I get it. I do enjoy those walks. I do enjoy, the quality time with family and friends. But appreciating the time that you get with yourself, time that, quiet time alone, pursuing some of the deeper questions that you have about, where you want to take your next steps, your, what path you want to go on. Retreating a little bit for some inspiration is absolutely your prerogative. And when you do that, that can lead to some successful self-employment. That can take your business to the next level. Other people could start seeing your enthusiasm for it, your motivation for it, your ambition, and start to get on board. And when you are working within an environment where you're excited, you're motivated, and you've got creativity flowing, people can't help but want to support it, want to invest, want to pay for your services, want to support, want to offer you things that will help you build this business or relationship. It could even be improving your home if it's a partnership relationship, the two of you working together. 9 is also associated with travel. You could travel for either business or to do this kind of self-reflection and just take a long weekend, and it doesn't have to be super far away. You don't even have to get on a plane, drive a few hours and stay somewhere different, stay in a new town, and just kind of clear your mind, clear your energy, and prepare yourself for some great things to come. 8 of water, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. Yeah, you're really contemplating things right now. You're kind of in deep introspective mode, and but the good part about this is that as you're kind of working through your needs and what the next step looks like for you, with the number 8 being associated with resources and funding and that kind of thing, that can lead into, again, this investment opportunity, people investing in you. I see this more like people bringing you investments, people bringing you gifts versus you having to spend money to try to, or spend your resources or spend your energy to, energy we all have to spend, but yeah, this is more like a gift in terms of the flow of funding coming to you, the flow of financial resources coming to you, because you've taken time to appreciate what you have and where you want to go next, and what solutions you may need may require funding. They may require another resource, a person, an investment, a bonus, a loan, something like that. So I typically don't see this as a finance card, but I think within the context of the reading, it's very much associated with that as you're moving through the process of being yourself and taking advice from people who've been there and appreciating their input, valuing how great it is to have people who believe in you, enjoying life's little luxuries, and getting time to be alone and getting out into nature, and then on that search for something more meaningful, having that spiritual and emotional growth happen, moving into an opportunity that provides you with a whole new phase. So yeah, if you're going through an inward search of some kind, you can be rewarded. You can be rewarded with answers to your questions. And, I really feel like this "it's important to be yourself" thing is so key, because once you get the answers, once you see the signs, once you get these synchronistic type events that come in to give you signals on what to do next, you're really going to want to stay on the path where you're getting signals that, it's full steam ahead, and not get thrown off and not get shaken by by something that could be, the next shiny object kind of thing. You already know who you are. You already know, like I said in the beginning, what your interests are. It's now just a matter of not being concerned about showing that to people. Worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. Yeah, so to me, this is right on the heels of being yourself. I mean, who you are is worthy without having to do for other people, inherently. Once you inherently have that, you're doing because you enjoy, you're serving because you like to help, or you like to be contributing, not because you think it's going to make people like you, or you think it's going to, it's going to somehow justify your presence. You're already justified. This is about accepting those things that are coming to you, those gifts, that advice, that mentor, that funding, that financial gift. It's all possible right now. You just got to believe that that you're worthy of it. Self-employment again. You're a born entrepreneur, and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. 2 cards that spell out in the card successful self-employment. I can't remember a time when I've gotten that. I can't remember a time when I've gotten successful self-employment twice in a reading. So for many of you, and obviously, this is a general reading, so it's not going to be for everybody, but for many of you, or a subset, you're building a business. You're thinking about, how to take your business to the next level, what it is that you need to do to maybe rebrand, refresh, come up with a new marketing tactic, add another person, take away another person, what's working, what's not. Creative solutions, again, creative solutions to take your business to the next level and be aware of how valuable your unique perspective is, how valuable and how worthy, how important it is that other people get access to that, and really start to let that settle in. My gosh, whatever it is that you're doing, this gift that you have is truly significant, and it's a time when you can start to put some pieces together, and even start to use it in other areas of your life. So I'm starting to see this more as your unique business, your self-employment, but the skills, the behaviors, the way that you think about yourself, the way that you think about how you're contributing can be carried over to every other aspect of life. And so it can improve relationships just by virtue of you being yourself, just by virtue of you saying, I'm investing in this business, or this career, or this organization, or whatever, being a consultant, or the list of how it could apply to you is endless. But the great thing is that it can improve you in so many other areas, and can improve your livelihood and your and the way that you not only impact other people's lives, but the way that you have an appreciation for the little things, and the way that you appreciate your contribution. The Beaver. Go ahead and just do it. Productiveness. So this is a fairly new deck that I've been working with, so I'm going to see what some of the messages are in here. Yeah, whatever the project is that you have, it's time to get to it. I think we got that from the focus card. you can spend a lot of time trying to continue to plan, but I'm really getting here that this is about knowing that you deserve it, knowing that you deserve to build and enjoy the benefits, um, enjoy the results, the positive results, and the positive outcomes that happen from your contribution. And yeah, that you've already got everything you need. And there's really nothing to think about anymore. There's nothing to talk about when it comes to building this up. Now it's about being the leader that you are, the natural leader that you are. If you need some, I don't think you necessarily need to seek out an expert. Like I said, I think this is an expert who's going to potentially see you in some way. And you've just got a lot more support than you think. I think there's just a lot more opportunity for you to get support, for you to get your message out, for you to get the word out that, hey, this is what I'm investing in. This is what I've been building. Now I'm ready to take it public. Now I'm ready to put it out on, YouTube, or I'm ready to send out emails or newsletters, or I'm ready to let people know that this is who I am. I'm being myself. This is what I'm about. And people are going to be like, wow, they've seen you as giving them support over the years. And I think they're ready to absolutely show you the same in return. And I don't think you need to make it a huge deal. It's just, in terms of, oh my God, don't sweat over what does this mean when I tell people, or I send this out, or I get, more public or more vocal, or, what's it going to mean? What steps should I take? To a certain degree, this is who you've been all along. Now you're just putting this into focus and giving it a form of some kind, either in video or writing or music or art, or in your career, in business and numbers, or in public speaking, or whatever your gift is. Now you're ready to express it, fully express it, and take advantage of the gifts, and take advantage of how it makes you feel after you do it. Taking advantage of the positive reinforcement that, yeah, I'm on the right path. Oh, and how do I know? Because it feels amazing. People are responding. I'm getting this, great reciprocal, type energy, and I'm enjoying my life a heck of a lot more because I'm not sweating the small stuff, and I'm ready to get back to investing in myself and what I think I do well. So I think that's very exciting, Virgo. I hope that was valuable. If you would like a personal reading from me, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, and I look forward to speaking with you all soon.